All right. Hope you know the Instigator Mick here. Another episode here. Hope everyone's enjoying their Wednesday. Hope everyone enjoyed WrestleMania this past weekend and the Final Four. Because, man, I've watched WrestleMania since I was like, what? I was like 8. I was like 8 years old at the time. Yeah, I was 8. I started watching when I was a little kid, and it's grown. But boy, this WrestleMania might have topped some of the other ones I've watched. But that was honestly one of the best WrestleManias I've ever watched. Honestly, I'll go recap that a little bit. Let's first recap the Final Four this past weekend. Purdue beat NC State, which we figured. Purdue beat NC State pretty easily, So that happened, and then, of course, it started out like kind of close, but mostly Purdue dominated that game. Zach Edey was just unstoppable, but NC State, they had a hell of a run. Even though they beat Duke, but I gotta give them credit. They had a hell of a run. 11 seeds really in the NCAA tournament, but game 2 was Alabama and UConn. Alabama was playing them close for a while, but UConn pulled away in the second half. Won by double figures like they've been doing this tournament. So, yeah, UConn won Saturday. And then let's get back to the Monday now, like the national championship game. It was back and forth again the first half. I was like, holy cow, Purdue's playing this good so far. And then it was close. UConn was up by 36-30 at halftime. The score was like, I was like, we got a close game so far, but we've seen this happen before. UConn pulled away once again. So, UConn, congratulations. They're the back-to-back champs. So I see Q joins us. What's up, Q? But yeah, so UConn, back-to-back champs. They won for the second straight season. National champs. Won the NCAA tournament once again. So congratulations, UConn. First team to ever do repeat as champs since 06, 07 Florida Gators. Both those seasons. So yeah, that was the last time any team repeated as national champions in the NCAA tournament. So congrats to them. But now let's get back to the topic of WrestleMania. That's our biggest thing of the night. What a weekend it was. Just one event. Give Triple H a lot of credit. He's done a hell of a job now being in charge of WWE. Him and The Rock really did a good job. So let's start with first match of night 1. Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. Pretty good match. These two are the top 2 women's superstars, like women's stars in WWE right now. These are the top 2 divas right now. Rhea Ripley, one of the longest reigning champs right now. She retained her title. She found a way to beat Becky Lynch. I thought Becky Lynch was sure going to win, but I didn't get that one right. But Rhea Ripley, her dominance continues as the women's world champion. Who can stop her? Honestly, who can stop them? No one can. I feel like right now she's unstoppable right now. Hell of a reign over a year now. So yeah, that happened. The 6-pack tag team ladder match for both the undisputed tag teams for both Raw and SmackDown. So the rules were both sets of titles had to be retrieved for the match ends. So pretty much you can get both titles, but sometimes like other teams separate can get different titles or whatever it is. So Austin Theory and Grayson Waller won the SmackDown tag team championships from that ladder match. But the best part, I called it. I said Awesome Truth is going to win. So R-Truth and The Miz, we're going to win the tag team titles. They walked away with the Raw tag team titles. So it's no longer combined championships anymore. It's back on SmackDown and Raw, back on the prospective brands finally. So hey, R-Truth finally had his WrestleMania moment. Finally, R-Truth won a WrestleMania match. So congratulations, R-Truth and The Miz. I'm happy for R-Truth. He's never won a match at WrestleMania. R-Truth finally did. So I'm happy for him. Finally get his moment. Next, you had Rey Mysterio. Of course, it was originally supposed to be Dragon Lee, but he gets attacked by Santos Escobar. So now his replacement partner was Andrade, who was the husband of Charlotte Flair. Yeah, so Rey Mysterio and Andrade teamed up against Dirty Dom Mysterio and Santos Escobar. But guess who decided to interfere in the match? Jason Kelsey and his other lineman there, Lane Johnson. So he had a couple of Eagles alignments. So yeah, Jason Kelsey was a part of WrestleMania. So he got involved in the match. Cost Dirty Dom the match and pretty much lost to his own dad for the second straight year. Lost to Rey Mysterio again. And Andre, that's crazy. So Dirty Dom gets beat up by Jason Kelsey. I love it. That was awesome. And Rey Mysterio gets the last laugh, and once again on his son again. Next, you had Uso versus Uso. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. That match happened. Finally, a long time coming. But main event, Jey Uso gets it done. He beats Jimmy Uso. It was an 11-minute match. It was decent, but not too good. But yeah, Jey Uso got the best of him. His own brother. So give it credit. I think main event Jey Uso, he's on the right path, and he just won a number 1 contenders match this past Monday Night Raw. So now he will face the World Heavyweight Champion, which we'll talk about later on in the show. So yeah, Jey Uso, is now number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now you had a 6-woman tag match that night. You had Jade Cargill, team up Bianca Belair and Naomi. They beat Damage Control. All mostly Jade Cargill. She just dominated. I think she's definitely the future of this women's division, no doubt. I mean, her size, her strength. I mean, good God. I thought Rhea Ripley. I think she's a threat to Rhea Ripley's women's world title. I think Jade Cargill is for that championship. I really think so. She's gonna make an impact. She's already made an impact so far, and she came to WWE. Next, you had Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship we saw past Saturday. Of course, Gunther held the Intercontinental Championship for 666 days. Well, that's a pretty long reign. The longest reigning Intercontinental Championship in history. And he went up against Sami Zayn. He was tested. I thought the way Gunther was dominating towards the middle, towards the end of the match, Gunther was dominating. He just kept toying with Sami Zayn and came back to haunt him. Sami Zayn had momentum, finished him off, and Sami Zayn ended the longest reigning Intercontinental Championship. So Sami Zayn defeated Gunther. Who would have thought we'd seen that? But I called it. I said Sami was going to win it. Sami Zayn prevailed. And of course, let's talk about the main event from night one, from WrestleMania Saturday. The biggest WrestleMania tag team of all time, the Bloodline, which was The Rock and Roman Reigns, teamed up against Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. It was a hell of a match for almost 50-minute match in the main event. It was a hell of a match. I gotta say, they give The Rock credit. He's still in great shape. He didn't have any much ring rust. Roman Reigns still at a high level. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. They're all great talents. But pretty much, Cody Rhodes was looking like he's gonna win the match. But The Rock hits him with a leather belt, hits the Cody in the back, and he pretty much, that was the game changer of that match. The Rock gave him the Rock bottom and the People's Elbow. The Rock and Roman Reigns won. So now that means the match from night 2 between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes will be contested under Bloodline rules. So yeah, Cody Rhodes, which I knew The Rock was going to win. Hey, I'm happy to see The Rock. He still got it, man. Let's go to WrestleMania Sunday. It was the kickoff night 2 was Drew McIntyre versus Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. It was a good match, but Seth was starting to get gimpy. He's starting to have knee issues still. He's been having issues since wintertime. Remember, he got injured there. But yeah, they still put a good match. And Drew McIntyre beat Seth freaking Rollins. He got his moment finally, win from the crowd. I thought Seth freaking Rollins was going to win. But Drew McIntyre was getting right in CM Punk's face. CM Punk was the guest commentator for that match. Drew McIntyre was taunting him, giving the suck it sign, just being defiant. And all of a sudden, CM Punk takes his cast off and starts beating up Drew McIntyre. That's why CM Punk couldn't wrestle WrestleMania this year. It's because of Drew McIntyre. He's injured him, So CM Punk got the last laugh there, got revenge there, and guess what happens after Punk beats up Drew McIntyre? Damian Priest comes in, cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Damian Priest is your new World Heavyweight Championship. So yeah, all thanks to CM Punk. That's awesome. So CM Punk costed McIntyre the belt. And that's why Damian Priest will eventually defend his world title against Main Event Juice, like we talked about. Main Event Juice, so he's the number one contender for Priest's World Heavyweight Championship. Reason why Jey Uso won is because McIntyre was going to win the match, but CM Punk gets involved again, Monday Night Raw too. So they're going to see a feud between Punk and CM Punk. CM Punk looks like he's at 100%. I kind of called it on my show last week that says Priest was going to beat Mac. It was going to cash his Money in the Bank briefcase. I said it was going to get Rollins, but I knew Priest was going to cash it in. So he's your new World Heavyweight Champion. Hell of a run by Seth freaking Rollins, but Damian Priest, I like what he's doing. Bring gold back to the Judgment Day after they lost their tag team titles. So him and Rhea Ripley, the only two champs for the Judgment Day right now. Let's move on to the Philadelphia Street Fight. It was Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits against the Final Testament, which was Karrion Kross, Akam, and Razor. But the special guest referee we didn't know about it was WB Hall of Famer Bubba Ray Dudley from the Dudley Boys. He returns to Philadelphia. It was amazing. Got to see him back. But as a referee, the winner was the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, like I said. I did pretty good in my predictions this year for WrestleMania. So that happened. Then LA Knight, AJ Styles, they put on a great show. AJ Styles still competes at the level. Doesn't matter how old he is. He's like this era's version of Shawn Michaels, kind of, I feel like. That's what AJ Styles can't feel like. He just always puts on a great match. Doesn't matter who's his opponent. He's always puts on a good performance, always. But LA Knight got the win. I mean, LA Knight, I feel like he should get a championship opportunity eventually. He's a future world champion in this business. LA Knight, you can't count him at all. LA Knight's definitely the future world champion. He's gonna eventually win one. Then you had the triple threat match for the United States Championship. It was Kevin Owens, Randy Orton versus Logan Paul for the United States Championship. Logan Paul is a champion going in this. It looked like they're going to win this one. Randy Orton's going to win it. Kevin Owens, one of them's going to win it. Then all of a sudden, ISO Speed shows up. He was the one that came out with Logan Paul in that Prime Bottle outfit. So yeah, pretty much he pissed off Orton. Orton RKO's him. But Logan Paul finds a way to win the and keeps his United States Championship. I mean, I wish Orton would have won it. I thought Orton was going to win it, but nope. Logan Paul always, just has someone cheat for him. Logan Paul just finds a way. Then you had the women's championship, WWE Women's Championship match. Io Sky defending her title against Bayley. Bayley, who earned her right to face Io Sky for the championship at WrestleMania because she won the Women's Royal Rumble. Bayley got revenge on Io Sky. She is back on top as the WWE Women's Champion now. She got her way. She got revenge and damage control. So what's next for Bayley? I'm not sure what SmackDown's going to bring this Friday on SmackDown. So yeah, Io Sky will get a rematch, I'm sure. But let's move on to the main event from this past Sunday. What a main event it was between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns in Bloodline Rules match. It looked like they're both giving it their best shots. All of a sudden, it looked like Cody Rhodes is going to win the match at one point. All of a sudden, Jimmy Uso kicks him. He interferes in the match. It's no disqualification, but Jimmy Uso gets involved. A few minutes after that, Jey Uso comes out, saves Cody Rhodes, beats up his brother Jimmy Uso. Those two went at it. And at one point, they're in the stage area. Main event, Jey Uso spears, Jimmy Uso to the table. So those two are out of the equation in the match. And Cody had another chance to win it. All of a sudden, Solo Sikoa gets involved from the Bloodline. Another Bloodline member gets involved. Solo Sikoa. He's Samoan spikes Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns spears him. And they did a spear / Samoan spike combination. And all of a sudden, big surprise, John Cena gets involved. Attitude adjustments, Roman Reigns. Then he beats up Solo Sikoa, puts Solo through a table. Then a few seconds after he destroys Solo Sikoa, then comes The Rock. Comes in. The final boss, The Rock, comes in involved. It was just crazy. All these legends keep showing up. First, John Cena, now The Rock. It felt like it gave you WrestleMania 28/29 vibes, like from a decade ago. Like, this rivalry's back again. The Rock just rock bottoms John Cena. He's out of the equation. The Rock starts trying to beat up Cody Rhodes. Had the belt ready to whip up on Cody. All of a sudden, lights go out. Guess who shows up? The Undertaker. And he shows up, choke slams The Rock, and then just lights go out. He leaves the ring. So then pretty much the Undertaker showing up changed the match. That changed the momentum. Roman Reigns, I thought he was going to cheat again. But Undertaker saved the day pretty much. Roman was about to finish off Cody. Nope. Countered by Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes is the finisher, and he's the new champ. Cody Rhodes finally finished the story. He beat Roman Reigns, finally. Cody W did himself, but he also got a little bit of help from Cena and Undertaker and main event James. But Undertaker pretty much showed up at the right time because we thought Roman's going to cheat once again. But yep, Cody Rhodes is your new WWE Undisputed champion right now. So Cody Rhodes finally finished the story. He's a champ finally. Roman Reigns. The bloodline is done. I'm wondering what's next for Cody Rhodes. Who's his first challenger going to be? But yeah, he finally did it. He finally finished the story. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes. That was one. The ending of the WrestleMania was pretty great, honestly. Having these legends show up. That's why this is the biggest WrestleMania. Triple H. Props to you for putting on a great event. So yeah, that's your WrestleMania 40 recap. Now let's get into the Sabres a little bit. Well, yes, they won this past Friday night, which they're still in the playoff picture. But Sunday to the Red Wings, they lost a bad loss. They got 3 goals in the first period, and pretty much they didn't show up after that. And they lost the Stars. The thing is, they won they were up 2-1 in the first period, and they couldn't score the rest of the game. And now officially the Sabres, the playoff drought unfortunately continues. The Sabres are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs after last night's loss. That Detroit loss really hurt their momentum. But still, they were looking good last night. I just don't get it. But yep, they're out of it. They're officially eliminated from the playoffs. They will not make it this year. 13th straight season. This drought continues for the Sabres. What has got to give for them? Their front office, I mean, I just don't know what to think. I think it's time to move on from Don Granato. I think it starts with Don Granato. They got to make a coaching change once the season's over. They got 3 more games left. They got their last home game, a fan appreciation night game, the last home game tomorrow against the Capitals. That'll be the last game in Buffalo this season, their last home game of the year against the Washington Capitals. And they finish out the regular season in Florida playing against the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning on Monday. So, yeah, Saturday and Monday. So, yeah, this is it. The season's pretty much over. Stanley Cup playoffs are coming up soon on April 20th. So we're just 10 days away from the Stanley Cup playoffs. And also the NBA playoffs are coming up soon. So, yeah, my Boston Celtics, obviously the best team in the NBA this year. But let's move on to the MLB. The Yankees right now, I mean, they've won so many series so far. I mean, they already won the series with the Marlins, but they're trying to go for the sweep tonight. But they're down 4-0 to the worst team in baseball. Come on. Okay, they won a series of the Astros at the start of the year, and then they won a series of the Diamondbacks last week. And they won 2 out of 3 over the Blue Jays. So, hey, they won another series last night. But this is the last game of the series. They're trying to go for the sweep. Right now, it's not looking that way. But they got a really good series this upcoming weekend against the Cleveland Guardians, the 2 best records in the MLB right now. That's going to be a really great series out in Cleveland. Of course, Pittsburgh now moved back up with another win today, so they're second best. But still, that's going to be a great matchup. Yankees and Guardians, the 2 best teams in the American League, go head-to-head. This early in the season, that's a really good series. That's a really good hype. I wish I could have gone, because it's right close to me. Cleveland's like 3 hours away from me. I could have gone to them. I mean, but I'll see the Yankees in Williamsport this summer, though. I'll see them against the Tigers. So, yeah. In other news, other than the Yankees, we got, and we already revealed one NFL game just got revealed today for the regular season. That's going to be the Brazil game. Obviously, the Eagles, we knew it, but they're finally figuring out who their opponent's going to be for week 1. It's the first ever week 1 NFL Friday game. It's the day after the kickoff game. Opening week. So it'll be the Green Bay Packers that'll play the Philadelphia Eagles in Brazil. They'll be exclusively on Peacock Friday, September 26th. That'll be week 1 of the regular season. So that's going to be a good matchup. I like this matchup. It's quarterback matchup. Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love. That matchup out in Brazil, it's going to be a good matchup. Jordan Love really showing he's been a good quarterback. I mean, I hate the Packers, but you can't give the benefit of the doubt. Jordan Love is on the rise. And of course, Packers made some big moves this offseason. They got Josh Jacobs as their new running back. Jones is gone now. But that's going to be a great game. Opening weekend. Having an international game right off the bat. Day after the kickoff game, which the Chiefs haven't decided who their opponent's going to be. But yep, that's the biggest announcement today across the NFL, world, Packers, Eagles will be one of your week 1 games from Brazil. So that's going to be a good matchup. I wonder what a lot of Packer fans feel about this one. I'm interested to hear about that. How Eagle fans feel. It's a great opportunity for both teams. And yes, they've gone across the pond to London, but never, ever, the NFL's ever had a Brazil game. So this is history making. So I'm looking forward to that. This week 1 this year is going to be electrifying. I mean, I can't wait for the whole schedule to come out. It's supposed to be May 9th, which is when the whole NFL schedule comes out. Of course, you got the draft coming up 2 weeks from tomorrow. So, yeah, it's coming up real fast. We're just about 15 days away from the NFL draft, which is live in Detroit. I'm hoping the Bills can get a receiver, go after that, go after some defensive players now, like pretty much the secondary now, because a lot of the secondary pretty much got released by the Bills last month. So I'm just not sure what the Bills are going to do, the draft-wise now. Hello?
Yo, Instigator Mick, how's it going?
Going good, Q. How you doing?
Doing good. So I just want to call you and congratulate you on finally coming to your senses and admitting that Jordan Love is an elite quarterback.
Oh, of course. I mean, I've seen him play like in Pittsburgh. Now he's starting to show it.
I mean, you were clowning on him all season, and now you're finally coming to your senses.
Yeah, he's done, especially the playoffs what he showed.
All right, well, thank you for having me on the show, man.
How you feel about playing in Brazil, though? How do you feel about the Packers playing in Brazil week 1?
Oh, dude, that's gonna be crazy.
Against the Eagles.
An electric game. We're gonna take the dub.
Take down Jalen Hurts, maybe.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be a good game, though, for sure.
Well, have fun with the rest of your show. Thank you for having me on, man.
Oh, of course, anytime. But yeah, there's my brother who's a Packers fan. He's looking forward to this game, no doubt. I mean, that's gonna be a good quarterback match. Oh, the Yankees finally scored a run. Now they're down 4-1 in the bottom of the sixth right now. Sanders hit a home run. Okay, mate. So you're saying there's a chance they're gonna come back? I say yeah, because the Marlins suck. But still a lot of game left. Marlins looking good so far, but hopefully the Yankees come back because I had a parlay on this game. I had the Yankees money line. I had the Vancouver Canucks money line. That's a big hockey game on tonight. It's a Vancouver for me. Is the Canucks and the Coyotes. Canucks already in the playoffs. They're like my favorite Western Conference team in the NHL. But the biggest game, really the biggest game of the night, is definitely the Oilers and Golden Knights. That matchup has just currently started. So I think these two could possibly meet up in the first round, but I doubt it. But that'd be nice. That'd be a really good match because these two met in the playoffs last season. And there was bad blood between them last year. So we'll see how the rest of the NHL season playoffs. It's just sad the Sabres are missing it. But I still got the Canucks to root for, which it's just not the same feeling as the Sabres. As a Sabres fan, they have made the last time they made the playoffs. I was 10 years old last time the Sabres made the playoffs. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, seriously, this disgusts me. Get rid of Granato. The Sabres got to do. Get rid of Don Granato. They got to get rid of maybe Kevin Abs, the GM, even, or hopefully Pagula sells a team at Terry Pagula. I mean, seriously, come on, Buff. Do something big, or just get something big in the offseason. Get a really good player. I mean, goaltending. I mean, I'm still iffy on it, but Luukkonen played a lot better than he's played in the past. He's had some bad games, but this year, but still, his save percentage has been a lot better. Levi, he's got a lot of time to develop, so he's still down in Rochester again. Just playing the minor leagues. And of course, the Sabres like farm system, like the Rochester Americans, they're in the playoffs, but or Sabres never meet the playoffs. The NHL it's crazy that their minor league team makes it more than the Sabres. But right now, I mean, I don't know. I can't wait to do the NHL bracket challenge again. I'm ready. I'm looking forward to that. How that's going to play out. Of course, or on the NBA, my Boston Celtics. I mean, I know about that. I'm looking forward to it. But biggest news is like the Celtics. Like Drew Holiday, they got him a 4-year extension, so he's staying in Boston for 4 more years. Yes, sir. Happy about that, Drew Holiday. We got him like in the free agency, but now he's gonna get in their contract extension. That's huge. Oh shit! I got more NFL news. Chiefs Rashid Rice. Oh yeah, Chiefs wide receiver Rashid Rice. He's facing 8 charges in relation to the high-speed crash. I'm wondering if the NFL is gonna punish him for it. And he says warrants have been issued now too. Please, the warrants have been issued for Rashid Rice now. And that's Patrick Mahomes' best target. I mean, they do got Hollywood Brown now, like they got, but still, that'd be a huge, like, oh my god. Everyone keeps talking shit. I mean, these Chiefs fans are probably talking shit about the Bills, like, oh, you lost all your guys. Like, your guy's facing legal trouble. We'll see. I'm interested more, so I'll keep you an eye throughout the weeks to come. If there's any more new news to Rashid Rice eventually. That's one of the big stories in the NFL. Other than that, so we'll keep a close eye on what happens now. All right. Thank you all for joining tonight. We will see you next Wednesday as we break down like Stanley Cup playoff stuff and NFL draft stuff, which that's coming up soon. We'll see y'all next week.